let's say that they're just starting at the very beginning and their capital base is relatively small, but they want to aspire to get to where you are. Where were you at that point, and what's the approach that might work for someone like that?
Master the basics first. So before we try to do too much and get too cute, too fancy, master the basics. So master the two basic selling strategies. Learn from other people in your network, people that are doing this from a high level. If you want to be an expert, consult with experts. So first step is to master the two basic selling strategies. As you build your capital base, as you are more comfortable, maybe you don't jump in with 10 contracts. Maybe you start off with one or two. Learn the platform, learn the theory, learn the mathematics and psychology, and then scale up later on.
Mm, okay. Okay. Learn the math and psychology. Okay. So what things did you do in the beginning specifically to kind of get yourself down that path? So let's circle back. Let's go back to 2019. 2019, you said that's when you first started kind of rocking with the Black Business School and stuff like that. Where were you then, and what was the approach back then?
At the time, I was working the day job. I had a couple rental properties. I was working 30 hours a day. 30 hours a day wasn't enough.
Wait, 30
Um,
hours a day. How you do
yeah.
that?
I was
Okay.
overworking. I was doing too much. I look back on it now and realize I was trying to do too much. I was trying to do seven things simultaneously, and it's no surprise I sucked at all seven. So
Mm,
what I learned to do is scale back so I can scale up. So at the time I was working a day job, I was running my rental properties. I was trying to side hustle. I was trying to run a business, and I was trying to study my freedom education. So I had a capital base, but I just didn't have the right strategies. I didn't have the right mentorship. Over the years, I consulted with you. I consulted with a couple other experts. I worked on my craft every day, um, and eventually, I put everything together.
okay. So what was stopping you in 2019? Like, when you came in and you started, you and I were, we didn't know each other at that time, but I guess I was on your radar. What was different? Like, meaning like, what had not been working up until that point? You said you were working a lot and kind of hustling, but not really getting where you wanted to get to. What breakthrough had to occur for you to be able to start leveling up in the way that you really wanted to? Sound like you were already doing okay though. You said you had a day job and you had some rental property. What was it about being in that situation that made you say, okay, I need to do something different? And what breakthroughs kind of helped you to elevate? Like, what was it like when I finally figured out how to do this specific thing? Because the reason I say that is because sometimes we'll say, well, I locked in and I hustled hard, and that can be kind of generic sometimes. Like, well, what does that mean, right? Like specifically, like what I sold a rental property and then I told my boss this and then I quit and I borrowed against, like, what specific things kind of happened and what barriers specifically went down that kind of helped you kind of, on the rise.
A few things. I learned the basic cell call. That was one thing. I took a HELOC against my primary residence. That was another thing. I consulted with experts, including yourself. That was a third thing. And I started off small. I started off with one contract here or there. Once I kind of gained the experience, I scaled up. That was another thing. I got with my investment group. I got with people whose opinion I really respected. Other smart people. I networked with them. That was another thing. And I lost all fear. That was another thing as well.
Mhm. Okay, okay. So we lost all fear. We started talking to smart people, not not internet scammers who are gonna just tell you anything, right? Which unfortunately a lot of people get hit by that.